Kamala Harris has been a polarizing figure in American politics. To understand her influence and the controversies surrounding her, we must analyze the psychological strategies she employs in her political career. One of the most significant tactics used by Harris is emotional manipulation, often rooted in the concept of appeal to identity politics. Harris frequently invokes her background as a woman of color, positioning herself as a symbol of progress, which taps into the emotions of marginalized communities. Another tactic is the use of gaslighting in public discourse. Harris has been known to deflect criticism by reframing situations in a way that makes her detractors appear irrational or out of touch. By minimizing or ignoring legitimate concerns and focusing instead on personal attacks or discrediting her opponents, she creates a perception of her critics as either misinformed or driven by bias. This technique is effective in dismissing opposition without addressing the substance of the critiques. Cognitive dissonance is another aspect of Harris's dark psychological approach. Her shifting stances on critical issues such as criminal justice reform and immigration create a dissonance between her public persona and her political record. As a former prosecutor, Harris made decisions that many view as counterproductive to the causes she now claims to champion. The dissonance forces supporters to reconcile these conflicting narratives, often through selective attention or rationalization, which strengthens her political base even in the face of contradictory evidence. Harris utilizes fear appeals, a psychological strategy designed to provoke anxiety among the electorate. She frequently emphasizes the dangers of certain political outcomes, portraying her policies as the only solution to prevent catastrophe. Projection is another psychological tool in Harris's arsenal. She often accuses her opponents of the very tactics she employs. By projecting her own weaknesses onto others, she shifts the narrative away from her shortcomings and forces her opponents to defend themselves against the same allegations. This tactic effectively distracts from her own vulnerabilities while undermining the credibility of her critics. Harris's ability to blend assertiveness with victimhood creates a powerful psychological dynamic. She often portrays herself as a fighter against injustice, yet when faced with criticism, she frequently adopts the role of a victim of systemic oppression or unfair attacks. This duality enables her to appear both strong and vulnerable, resonating with a wide range of voters while shielding her from accountability. If you learn something new about how psychology affects our daily lives, then consider subscribing to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss the next episode. Until next time, stay sharp.